What's going on, everyone? Happy Friday here. Tom Brady has gotten an undeserved pass for his past support of Donald Trump, according to the USA Today. Who reads that? My friend sent me this article. Who reads the USA Today? It's like TMZ for politics numero uno. It's worse than CNN, worse than Fox News. It's awful. One friend who's told me CNN needs Fox News, Tucker Carlson needs Rachel Maddow. They need each other. The friction. It has to be that way. Otherwise, it doesn't work. The game is in play. You need good and evil. Even if evil is actually good and good is actually evil, you need the presumption or the supposition of that to go off of to get the clickbait. That's what you need. And yet he still falls for this. An article that doesn't say anything important at all. It says, Brady's ability to enter and exit the debate at his choosing. What fucking debate? What are you talking about? To shield himself from accountability. What accountability? What are you talking about here? Is the height of white privilege. As the country grapples with the far-reaching reaches of systemic racism, this is a cigarello, not a cigarette. I don't condone cigarettes. I don't condone smoking, but I'm just letting you know. Look no further than Brady, for whom the expectations and allowances granted will always be different. Well, yeah, Tom Brady will always have some privileges, most of them earned. Yes, white privilege is real, but not in the sense that it's this crazy systemic thing that it's as big as, I don't know, like every possible success you have is based off of the color of your skin. It's really kind of discounts everything. But like, you know, like was Tyler Perry, who's a billionaire now, is he privileged at all? Or he can't be privileged because he's black? And how much of his privilege is earned? You know, like prior to the privilege, did he earn it through his creativity and writing? When he was writing screenplays like, what is it, Big Mama's House? No. What does he do? Tyler Perry's Family, whatever, he wrote that in a car while he was living in it. Like, that's effort, hard work. He earned some privilege. No? Did Tom Brady earn privileges by throwing like 40 touchdown passes a year and winning 6 Super Bowls? Okay, now you discount that success by saying, oh, well, it's because of the color of his skin. Does that make any sense to you? Does it make any sense that, you know, Donald Trump is conflated with republicanism or being conservative when he's anything but? I mean, gaudy gold letters on the fronts of buildings and being like an outcast from New York society for most of his life? Come on, it's ridiculous. But this article, which says absolutely nothing of substance, got my friend to click on it. My friend who said, but need each other, yet he still clicks on it. He feeds this frenzy. Someone knew that this piece would make money for the USA Today. It has nothing, there's no substance here. It doesn't say anything, yet we click on it and we keep doing it. We as people, we feed into this debate. And a lot of it has to do with, we just want what's best for people. You know, we don't want race. No one wants racism. No one wants, inequality, so on and so forth. But particularly young people, baby boomers, the youngest generation, and the XY generation are their children, and they are under the guise or under the delusion that a lot of them are that Republicans represent racism, which is crazy because you didn't conflate that with Trump, who isn't Republican. Trumpism is not conservatism. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And then you say, oh, but the other side is absolutely, anti X, Y, and Z, and that's exclusive thereof. Liberals are all for LGBT rights, but no Republicans are, not even the gay ones. Does that make any sense at all? Like, and then you have this disturbing creation where you have a federal government that is not immune to self-indulgence, that doesn't want to grow in and of itself and become more powerful, particularly in the information age. And you have one political party that wants to grow the federal government exponentially to play king of the hill. And they know that by feeding into a growing federal government, the branches of the federal government, from the security services, NSA, CIA, so on and so forth, everyone inside the interior of the administration will kind of tilt their cap to the military-industrial complex, and it'll just be, yes, Democrats, you're playing the game correctly. Republicans, get focus. You should have started a war. You can hold Trump, to do something. I don't know, bomb more Yemen or something. I don't know. You let us down, we're gonna fuck you over now. Tom Brady's racist, by the way. We're gonna make sure that comes out. take his ass down. He should start a war. Sorry. Yeah, this is a problem. Like, we are doing this to ourselves. Anyone who thinks like that the world is awful, the world is racist, all they have to do is stop clicking on articles like this, and that shit will go away in terms of the coverage. And then if the coverage doesn't exist, these problems don't exist because they're not real. They're not real problems. It's not real. It's like statistically, these things aren't real. There are singularities and instances you can pick on of like random occurrences of X, Y, and Z. And then you take a police shooting and you conflate it in an article to imply that Tom Brady is somehow racist or privileged in his position, negating all his talent and ability in a specific game for children as relevant to some sort of like universal debate about what it's like to be black in this country. It's such a huge conflation and very singular in terms of its variability. It's just one variable. It's like that's all that he is. And if we really want to like calm down and be happier, just like take the angst away, like this constant combative bullshit, we should just like stop clicking on these articles as hard as it is not to. This article was written for my friend. It wasn't written for a bunch of liberals to circle jerk. Oh yeah, let's take down Tom, right? Yeah, here, I'll do you, you do me. Okay. Oh, let's take down, he's so bad. No, it wasn't. It was written for my friend to click on it. That's what he forgot. He knows that, but he forgot, and he still clicked on it. And that perpetuates the cycle because the USA Today now has more ad revenue because more clicks happened on that one particular article, which raises the cost of putting advertising on their website, now thanks to my friend. And so it's not about journalistic integrity, that's out the window. In order to survive in the print is dead world as a journalist, you have to sell, like TMZ.com for basic news. The F-35 Raptor, F-35 jet program with Lockheed Martin's over budget by $35 billion. That objectivity is so fucking boring to the everyday person. It's like, F-35 Raptor rapes black baby with its talons. Whatever, that's interesting. Or off-duty white police officer shoots black baby 35 times in the face, mistaking it for a gang lord. See what I mean? That's what they need to click. That's what. Okay. Oh God, who wouldn't click on that? What's the problem? We recognize TMZ as crap, but we indulge this because it has a universal sense of there's a banality to TMZ.com, and then there's this like sense of like, I don't know, moral virtue signaling, or the sense of like pride or of I don't know, self-empowerment, that there's something wrong that we can right, and that I might be oppressed, or that I might be in a socioeconomically oppressed position, but now that I've recognized it's just because of the color of my skin, this empowers me, and I can change it because these people say so, that my choices in life to put me where I am are all because of racism. It's very powerful. It's very, very powerful. It's dangerous. It's a lie. It's very, very powerful, though. Who wouldn't take that? I mean, who wouldn't just say, hey, by the way, all you have to do is say that like racist this, racist that on TV, and we'll give you $1 million a year. Is that cool? Yeah. Al Sharpton, Joy Reid, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's not. How can you blame them? But we perpetuate this because we're clicking on these articles. Let's stop this. Let's have a nice weekend. Turn off your fucking phones. Go outside. I'm gonna read some Nabokov, not Lolita, something else, some short stories. I'm gonna do some writing on Saturday. I'm so pasty. I am going to an island to get some sun. That's not because of privilege. It's nothing to do with privilege. No, it's because of working 70, 80, 90 hours a week. Somewhere in that range. Never get to 100, that's insane. But like that's where I am. That's why, that's what it is. So I got that privilege to go to Barbados because of that. Now, someone would say, well, how did you get to the 70, 90 hours? How did you get the privilege to do that? Oh, well, how many people want to work 70, 90 hours a week? How many people want to do that? There's a select group of people that choose not to. That's the point. Privilege and hard work are conflated. These things are ridiculous. These words are used to instill a sense of wrong and angst and common inequality amongst people that makes them feel as though they're doing the right thing by perpetuating the bullshit. And all they're doing is setting up a platform for articles like this to be sold. And a friend of mine who's intelligent enough to know the difference to still be caught in the crossfire and say, I can't believe they wrote this. I'm like, why are you reading the USA Today? It's garbage. Why do you believe this particular article? It doesn't say anything. It's like crazy. Like why not talk about Michael Jordan and African slave laborers for Nike shoes? That doesn't get talked about that much. He gets a pass for that. Well, I should have been more outspoken at the time, I guess. Oh, really? Fantastic. Come on, dude. Everyone have a lovely weekend. BenBen out.